Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Absolute DMV podcast. It's your man, Ace Boogie, and I'm here with a few good guys. I'm here with my man, Marc.
Hey, what's going on?
And eGogh on the boards.
I'm on the boards.
Yeah, you could tell his allergies fucking with him. He ain't even tried a note today.
Nope.
Was he doing like a early 2010s like pop like breakdown sort of thing right there with the vocals?
My man been listening to some NSYNC. Timberlake, NSYNC. I see you looking at me. I can tell by the... My bad, that's 112. That's 112. My bad.
112, yeah.
My bad. Yes, gentlemen, how we doing today?
Yo, it's a great day. Actually, it's warm out. You know what I'm saying? We out in the
That was beautiful.
beautiful.
Last,
Really nice.
hey, we as you can see, last day for the hoodies, so
Yeah,
we're gonna go ahead and enjoy them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, till the guns got to come out.
Mm.
So I'm
I got-
fat
I got-
right now. I
yeah,
got a
exactly.
month.
Yeah, exactly. I got to go back in the gym. Go ahead and
Yeah, I got a
shred up a little.
Next couple weeks, prioritize that.
yeah, I
shit.
got a solid month. My daughter reminded me that we gonna be taking beach days.
Oh my God.
And pool days.
Okay.
I said, okay, all right, yeah, you right. May 31st or May something, whatever. When
Whatever
the pool's
Memorial
open.
Day, yeah.
Yeah,
something like
whenever
that,
the pool's open.
No tank tops in the pool.
Yeah, man. But I guess coming to an end. Wale, DMV news.
DMV news. So
Wale is WaleMania, his
It's
concert and wrestling event
Mm-hmm.
that he's been doing for the last 10 years
Yeah.
is coming to an end. I don't know if it's due to financial reasons or
I feel
if
like
just the new regime of
tariffs.
tariffs, right?
Damn it, Trump.
Yeah, the ticket
Ruining
prices are going
everything.
up. Like it's hard the materials. So I think like the
I mean, the new regime of WrestleMania, because I believe
know,
they
they
may
changed
have
it
the
up, yeah.
name,
Mm.
and they
no, they're part of it.
nah, that's what I'm saying. So that's why
It might change up.
Yeah.
they're separating. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So I think
feel-
that's why it's ending.
And I feel that I think that the concept
that
is
could
is run its course. Like you know how things. I mean, everybody's used to doing a pre WrestleMania, and that's
Yeah.
what it was. Is a pre WrestleMania concert / giving promotion to WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's probably seeing the numbers that it doesn't seem the same way. Like
Mm.
it's going to WrestleMania, but it's not going back to him. And I think probably he's thinking like, "This is it."
Come
I
here.
mean,
it's
it could
like,
be.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I saw him speak about it at the Kennedy Center a while ago. I've never been to a WaleMania, but I've known about it for a little while, and then I saw him talk about it, and it was pretty cool. You know, the way that he has like different guests, wrestlers, performances, pop-up stuff. But
per like I guess per city, right? When
per
it starts
city,
out,
yeah, it's like whatever the WrestleMania is like being held at. There's like they do like an event there, like
okay.
prior or afterwards
So I
sometimes.
guess
an
if it's in
event.
Philly, Boston, or other
Yeah.
rappers or whatever. So he's fusing hip hop and also wrestling
Yeah.
together, which technically that's how it was back in the day too, as well.
Nah, black people love wrestling, man.
Oh, hell
I mean,
yeah.
it's
Mhm.
not just it's everybody loves wrestling. I can't just say black people. Everybody loves wrestling. It's something that we all grew up on. Some of us got out of it. Some of us stayed in it.
I mean, John Cena was built on
Look,
it.
when you see that,
I
when
mean,
you
even
see
before
that,
John Cena.
I know that, but like John
Like,
Cena used
Please
that.
understand that I stopped watching wrestling before John Cena got
Mhm.
into it.
So you were the
So,
Generation X or whatever. What's his
Like The
name?
Rock or
Yeah,
something?
I'm the Rock, Stone
Yeah.
Cold, Steve Austin. I'm
Dude.
as they would call it. I'm the Attitude Era of wrestling.
Mm.
So,
As a '90s kid, there's nothing more exhilarating than when you see someone break out that steel folding chair.
oh man,
Oh,
Like that-
You,
that's-
you were doing the hardcore.
it's getting
jump,
real.
Jumping off
Yeah.
of like
Yeah,
the top.
Dudley
top ring,
Boys,
yeah.
Mhm.
Hardy Boys, all that stuff. Yeah.
yeah, that was.
And it's crazy because the same guy now owns WrestleMania. Like, what's his name? Who did the
Oh yeah.
he's married to what's his
Triple
name?
H. Yeah, Triple
Triple
H.
H is
He's
now-
married to Stephanie. Yeah,
He owns actually WrestleMania. Like he
Oh,
owns,
he
wow.
owns WWE.
He owns the WWE.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because Vince McMahon had to step
Step
down,
down.
And that's
because
who.
of
Oh.
SA or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He did the typical like. I'm
He did the
bigger
rich man thing.
Yeah.
You know.
Isn't his wife the current Secretary of Education? She was the
than-
former.
Nah, I don't think what's his name.
No,
McMahon. I
no.
don't think her
Is
name.
somebody who was the former, I think, WWE.
Something-
She had some role in it, and now she's.
We'll look it up and we'll give
Yeah.
y'all info because
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
sorry.
she was
Yeah,
all-
this is new
she
to
was a
me,
wrestle.
actually.
She was part of the wrestling regime of one of the wrestlers too because she and actually son. I think the whole family was all like part of the thing.
Mm.
And,
Oh yeah. Mom got stone cold stunned.
Yeah. The
Daughter
son-
got stone cold stunned. Everybody's been stone cold stunned in the family.
pretty much.
So
and I think he just
they love
pretty
Stone
much
Cold.
he
Man.
got married into the company and then pretty much took over.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Once he got married, he was the only person that understood Linda McMahon.
It's Linda McMahon.
So that's the wife, I think.
It's the wife. She's the current
Yeah.
deputy or secretary of Department of Education. Who, again, she's closing down the Department of Education.
So, but I think
But that's her. That's
big.
her experience as being
yeah,
a
but
wrestler.
So Triple H
prior
is
to
not
that.
married. He's
Yeah,
not married to
big.
her. But Triple H is not married to her. He's married to the
To
daughter.
Stephanie McMahon.
Stephanie McMahon.
Yeah. But it's weird. There's the
To think-
families are
They keep it in,
intertwined.
they keep
I
it in
mean-
family. They keep it in family.
I mean, I guess if she's taught a bunch of people how to be wrestlers, I guess she can teach them how to be students.
Education.
Yeah, but then she
I don't know.
cutting 50% of the staff now. So
I mean, is she or it is?
Those-
I mean, hey, don't say that name over here.
it's forbidden.
Over here, something like. What else we got going on? Other DMV news.
Yeah. Speaking of Wale
Yes.
and some shoes, we talked about this a couple pods ago, and something
Yes.
else came up. This is dear to our man Ace. Is
Look,
Addiction.
in in a few weeks, around Memorial Day, we're gonna get one of the sexiest pair of shoes that ever came out.
you
to
know
come
how,
back out.
how quiet we got.
Yeah, because serious. No, it's dead serious. If you listen to my voice, you know I'm dead serious.
I was like,
Not for real though. Yeah, the white cement Jordan 4s are gonna be re-releasing, I believe, May 28th, May 29th. All them shoes are so
24th.
pretty. Oh, excuse me, they're 24th. Oh, see, look, I'm trying to get y'all off so I can get them. Look
yeah,
at me.
see? He's like,
Nah,
y'all get it in July.
Yeah. Hey, they gonna be there. Nah, but May 24th, the white cement Jordan 4s are gonna be releasing. I mean, I've been on my Jordan kick, my retro kick this entire year.
What's the sticker price on them?
About what,
220?
225? I thought they were gonna be 215, but I think they might be
went up.
225
They
because of
went
the
up.
tariffs. I don't know, but
Damn extra
extra $10
$10 tariff.
already not playing. But
And it's only it's was it 90 days? It's already this is at the cheapest point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's only 10%.
no. The re-releases. I mean, don't get it twisted. When the people start reselling them shoes, depending on how the availability of the shoes will be, those shoes could probably go upwards of about $350
$350
easily. Yeah, easily. But
About $350.
a couple people didn't have to worry about that because we had a special DMV event, really DC event. The shoes were released early last
shit.
Thursday.
Oh.
At Ben's Chili Bowl.
Yo,
Okay.
so tell me what you was about to do the day it released.
Bruh,
This mug is about to leave. He didn't
it
care
was a
about.
first come, first serve. I knew about it the day before. I was trying to figure out if people were going to camp out, how they were going to do it. Apparently, a couple people did camp out. But yeah, I was really about to call out of work.
Yep.
I was about to call out of work, bro.
He literally said,
Even with the threat of Doge
I don't
and
care.
all that, he's like,
I don't
I'm getting
care,
out.
bro. I was
Get
about
me
to
some Jordans.
I was about to call out of work, go down to Ben's Chili Bowl, get me some Jordans and
and a hot dog and chili.
I like the chili cheese burger.
You wasn't gonna go.
that is solid.
You wasn't gonna get a glizzy.
Oh no, I wasn't gonna get a glizzy, not this time. But I used to put down some food. I used to get the chili cheeseburger with the chili cheese half smoked. You know what I'm saying? And the chili cheese fries, and I could eat it all. But not no
Big
more.
up
I can't do that no more.
Big up to Ben.
And I shout out Ben Ali, the whole Ali family.
Yeah, they're
Ben's
still doing
Chili
numbers.
Bowl,
Mm-hmm.
a historic
Staple.
place in DC.
Staple of the DMV.
Staple of the DMV. I mean, I believe it's actually got this historic license.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
you can't
It is.
take it down.
It
And
is.
there's multiple locations, but the one in DC on
On
the
U Street.
on the U
U
Street
Street,
corridor, that's
Yes.
the first one.
That's
There's
where-
one on
and
H
that's-
Street too.
And that's where they had it. Like, I mean, major people have come there. I mean, everybody's eating there. People that we probably shouldn't name anymore have eaten there. But
So we'll put if you don't know what the Jordans look like, we'll put it up.
oh, thank you. Right there.
Yep.
Oh, they're so beautiful. Yeah, so y'all be on the lookout. They're gonna be out in full family sizes. This is not an ad. This is just because I'm probably gonna get them for the whole fam.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and drop that bread. They're the sexiest pair of shoes, bro. They are some of the sexiest pair of
I
shoes.
feel
that
they're
you can
too
get.
clean to even wear out. You would keep
That's
them
what
in.
I'm saying. That's
It's
why I
dangerous
kind
with
of
the
don't want to
white,
get them for
man.
my daughter because I know
Yeah,
she's
you
gonna
know.
dog them and I'm gonna be mad.
You better get
But-
some. You better get some Payless versions.
Nah, man, it's crazy.
You
It's,
better get some Duckmans,
it's crazy, but
some
yeah,
Shaq, some Shaquille O'Neals.
but yeah, man, we had those special event going on. That's some DC stuff. But
That being said,
once again, last Thursday we took it all the way. All the way. Because people say that I be hating. I don't hate. I showed up.
You did.
I was
you did.
stepping in the city. We was in Baltimore.
There we go.
We was in Baltimore
Balmo.
with the dummies.
Y'all dummies.
Damn.
Dummies.
Shots fired.
Yeah.
Nah, no shots. That's what they
That's
call
what
them,
they
right?
call them, dummies.
That's
They
true.
dummies, right? I don't know. But yeah, we was in Baltimore. We was kicking it. Went out to, what was the spot's name, Mark?
It was Judy's Island Grill.
Judy's Island
Call
Grill.
me now. Call me now.
Call me now.
Jerk chicken, everything.
Go check them out. The food was
Go-
good.
Yeah, it was dope.
The
Goat
drinks
meat.
were good.
Yeah.
They had a special little happy hour special with
Half
some,
an hour, they'll get it in.
I believe I had the rum punch. That was dope.
Nice.
Yeah, man, go check them out. But
So, but yeah,
we were in Baltimore. Mark had a performance.
Yeah.
Mark
Mark went
Ray
in
was
there.
rocking it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tore the stage down. I got one argument
Hmm.
to make.
What?
They should have let my man Mark go on a little bit later.
Mm.
Yeah, I think it was.
They should have let my man Mark go on a little bit later. They should have showed DC a little bit more love being out in Baltimore. No, I mean,
To be fair, I had worked a full day at the therapy center I work at.
okay.
So, and then we had like a 2-hour drive, which was just like
Traffic was
It
bad.
was rough. There was a game, an Orioles game happening, so it was just like the traffic.
we were
was
playing.
nuts.
We were playing around. Like thinking about coming from the DMV or pretty much the DC area to Baltimore.
Yeah,
It is the most trickiest thing. And you'll know.
it's
Like
rough.
it's
Montgomery
rough.
County.
Real rough.
It's so rough because 95 is a tricky. You'll get smooth, and then gridlock
Yep.
out of nowhere, and then smooth again. It's like
Yep.
literally an accident can change your life, but then also then you be like, all right, I'm good.
Yeah. I mean,
Everybody knows that DMV has, I believe, top 3 worst traffic in the
It's
world,
wild.
like in the U.S.
You in the US,
495
definitely.
arguably is one of
The
the
worst.
worst highways.
Yeah, I
And-
believe. I mean, I think it's.
And
I
as far as
really
the
want to
LA,
say
I think
it's
LA,
LA is
and then the
LA, yeah.
LA one.
And
New York is up
and
there.
then Houston.
No, I was gonna say Atlanta.
Atlanta, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
also Boston because their highways are tunnels underground.
That's true.
So when that gets clogged, there's really nowhere you can go when you're in a
But
tunnel.
it's,
Yeah.
I think we're up there.
But we're top. I want to
we're
say
up
we're
there
top
high.
3, top 5,
Yeah.
basically worst traffic in the entire nation.
Yeah.
And it's so funny that we know this, we still do it like we're like there's no traffic. We act like
still-
we still
yeah.
act like we're like all right, we should leave early because we know it's gonna be traffic, and we're like no, we're good.
Yeah.
We're different. We're a different breed because for us,
We have
we are
time.
used to a half an hour drive.
Oh yeah,
A half an hour drive is nothing to us.
and that's down the street.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Well-
saying? Like it's a half an hour drive is like an average drive for us.
Yeah.
I know other people from other states are like, I tell them, hey, it's about to be half an hour, and they're like, what?
Dude, we
I'm like, bro, that's nothing.
spent 2 hours and 20 minutes in the car yesterday.
Easily.
Mm.
So we left. I got off work at 5. My plan was to get there by 6:30. I figured an hour and a half to go would be enough, even given the fact that there is traffic time.
See?
GPS said it was enough, but then accident.
Man.
Before you know it, we're talking 2 hours and 20 minutes.
I forget. I saw a report. I saw something. I don't want to say it's a report, but I saw something back in the day where they said something of the nature of people in the DMV each year are going to spend something close to about a week of their lives in
In
traffic.
traffic. Yep.
My
Just in traffic.
God.
Yep.
That's nuts.
There's been times in my lifetime I've literally used to live in Baltimore County and had to live in and then work in Virginia. Do you how many? Do you,
That's rough.
And that's a commute. So daily, I used to spend at least 2 to 3 hours just one way.
Yeah, man. But
That's literally
wild.
somebody's working hours. Like
Yeah.
nah, that's true.
So I was like, that's the way. And again, you know what? it is what we do. Like we have to get to work. We have to get to where we got to go because if not, then you can stick at home.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. Think about it. It's 52 weeks in a year, and one of them is gonna be spent in traffic.
that's pretty nuts.
That's wild, bro.
But
Mark,
But in any event, I say all that all this traffic talk to say that
your show.
I did ask to go on early because I was tired. I had a full day work. Drove 2 hours. I was like, let me get an early slot. Let me rock out. Let me do my thing, and then be able to like have a beer and relax. Because like before a show and everything, I don't want to like drink carbonated stuff. I don't want to eat a lot.
Right.
I want to be able to like keep myself ready. So it was like
you're gonna be burping.
Exactly. Yeah. Doing acapellas and stuff. You got to keep the breath control right. So I was like, let me just do my set early and then be able to relax afterwards.
Yeah, Mark went on there, killed the acapella.
Yeah,
I don't think it's funny because I don't think that most people really be expecting the white boy to go up there and rip it like Mark Reed.
Oh yeah, that was
especially and especially when sometimes when you hear some of his content because it's like it's so educational and so like uplifting. You know what I'm saying? That when he gets into his bag, you know what I'm saying, Mark can go ahead and get some things done. So I think that he took. I really feel like he took the crowd by surprise.
Oh, he definitely did. If you saw the people's faces, they actually sat down and were like, "Oh, what? This white boy guy. Okay." And like I said, and that being said, do you want to play a clip, a little?
Yeah, for sure. If you got a clip, go for it.
A snippet of that joint.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Can't knock us down 'cause we honor in the high. We honor in the high. We honor in the high. Can't knock us down 'cause we honor in the high. We honor in the high. Yo, hey.
Hey, I'm sorry. Your dad did a great job with the vocals. I mean, with the audio.
Yeah.
This is all live.
Stood firm through the fear, persecuted, persevere. There's a plan from Yevan for the world to hear. We're sculptors of cultures, scholars and authors, paying respect to our forefathers proper, living with an attitude of gratitude that includes educating.
Once again, guys, that is what? Honoring the high?
Yep. And like
Go
you said,
check
my dad recorded all that live, so he just he plugged into the soundboard, did a little recording off the PA, and then one directional mic pointed at the audience. And then today he just got into his editing bag and like threw it together and did a mix and everything. So I haven't touched this as far as editing. It hasn't even been on the studio computer. This is just him.
This is straight.
Yeah,
and your dad definitely did that.
He killed it.
This is Father Teray.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Nah, he definitely
Papa
did
Teray.
that. Definitely did
Teray.
that. But speaking of white boys fucking shit up. That's crazy. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it like that.
Yeah, that was true though.
But real quick, let me just shout out my guy MC Bravado.
Oh yeah, Bravado. That was
put it together,
yes,
and Beats Not Bullets, which is the program that he works with helps at-risk youth get off the streets and get into music educational programs and safe spaces and stuff.
No,
so
he's doing his
yeah.
thing. Like actually, he's doing his thing. Straight Baltimore head. You know what I'm saying? As much as that we kind of are bumping heads with DMV in Baltimore.
We're not bumping heads.
We are
Stop
bumping heads.
that.
I'm gonna keep saying that shit because it is.
We're not bumping heads. We're just cousins.
We coexist.
You know what I'm saying? We just cousins from.
It's just like light
from
elbows.
different sides of town, and when we get together, it be all right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I told you, like I said, I have something to say, but
just the dummies stay over there. It's like something like that.
That's ignorant. That's ignorant.
I know now. After last night, I know.
Hey, this
now.
guy.
I'm gonna stay over in the DC.
This guy. This. Look, man. There's politics everywhere. It's not just in DC. It's not just with all stuff.
This affects everybody.
It's even with the music. But everybody. Look, I don't like to get political. I really don't like to get political. But in a situation like this, I feel like it's more an idea of human rights more than politics.
Yeah.
More DMV news, which is national news, probably international news at this point because it goes from DMV to El Salvador. Kilmar Abrego Garcia was deported to CCOT in El Salvador. I believe sometime in March? Yes, I believe sometime in March, late March. Max security in El Salvador. He was deported. This man is actually
from Maryland.
Well, he's not from Maryland, but he lived in Maryland. he didn't have his papers, but he didn't have his citizenship, but he did have his papers, and he was legally allowed to be here. He was illegally deported. It goes against I believe judge orders and everything.
And went all
He's-
the way to Supreme Court.
Supreme
ahead.
Court has facilitated him to come back, but the president of El Salvador, he's been classified a terrorist. Mark, you know about
I mean,
all that.
yeah,
Yeah.
basically he's locked up a lot of his own people. He's ruling with an iron fist. I mean, his whole thing is like cracking down on drugs and criminals, but
Gangs and shit, yeah.
yeah, but again, he's like locking up a lot of people, and it's like the phrase like rather, what is it, 100 innocent men go free than one
One guilty.
yeah, or yeah,
Or
no,
100
100 guilty men go free than one innocent man
Yeah.
be locked up in jail. It's like that's this
He's
dude's
on-
just locking everybody up, whether
he's
they're
on the opposite, yeah.
he's totally the other side. So again, like the crazy thing about this situation is that Garcia had been come from El Salvador, and a judge previously in another trial had I guess he had gone up for deportation, and the judge had said that because he was an asylum seeker, he could not be deported back to El Salvador because of his asylum status. He would be in danger. So the U.S. could deport him, just not to El Salvador. So then when Trump comes in, he makes a clerical mistake, they call it, and deport him to the one country he's not allowed to be deported to. And then this whole legal fallout with the Maryland judge and then the Supreme Court. And Trump is not.
I've done a little bit of research because they call Mr. Garcia a terrorist, a member of the MS-13 gang. I was trying to see where the proof was, and the administration went ahead and dropped dropped their version of the truth. I don't know, or what they have to back up their decision, I should say. And that is something of an informant gave them some information that he was a part of the gang. This man has never been convicted. He's never been arrested, really.
No.
And for whatever reason,
No convictions in any country.
Yeah, it was okay for him to be arrested and deported without due process to a country that apparently he's not supposed to be deported back to. And even with that being said, I know that there's a lot of people who have, not just him, there's a lot of people who have been deported, and it's crazy because you're deporting people to a country, you're deporting some people to a country that are not even from.
Yeah.
Like, there's Venezuelans, there's Peruvians, there's all types of people being sent to El Salvador, and they're not even from the place. And I can't see how that's legal, because to me, I'm like, look, I'm out of the country that I committed a crime in. You guys should either set me free or have me jailed in my country if that's what my country wants me to do.
Money. Trump is paying $6 million to the president of El Salvador to host these people in that prison.
It's a business.
So it's a business move,
It
and it's
is
also
a-
a political PR thing for Trump, because he's trying to show that he's cracking down on illegal immigrants and
Gang members.
gang members,
Yeah.
but he's taking people who aren't gang members, and then when mistakes are made, he's not owning up to them because it's like a
doubled
bad
down.
look for his
He's
narcissism.
doubled down, tripled
Yeah.
down on it. So technically,
Is it efficient? Is it like efficient
We
and
don't know yet.
economic
We
to
don't know
pay $6 million per head? And
I think it's
deport
$6 million total, right? Or
is
is
it $6
it?
million total, or is it $6 million?
I don't know,
per head?
actually.
So $6 million
question.
total per
Yeah.
month, I think.
Per month.
Oh, it's monthly. Okay.
So
Damn.
technically,
So
the
still,
monthly-
is it?
So it makes sense for the president of El Salvador.
Yeah,
because
to
that's
take
literally
this.
so pretty much the program is to, if not host them, to rehabilitate them or whatever.
It's a supermax prison. You're not.
Yeah,
getting
they're
rehabilitated-
being locked up for
No, no,
indefinite time.
no,
This is the
period.
question. This is my question.
Yeah.
This is my serious question. If you are taking so many prisoners in from America to get $6 million monthly, how are you going to afford to lock up the prisoners in your like to arrest the people in your country?
I think it's
Yeah. No.
it's like math, make the math make sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense because
it doesn't.
Because yes, you're freeing up space for our prisons to add
Yeah.
more debt.
Exactly. And at the same time, it's like Doge isn't really saving money, and they're talking about giving everyone $5,000. So it's like
It's going.
we
back
got
to-
made more money going out than coming in. There's
Yeah,
the math doesn't
exactly.
math.
The math does not math.
And then innocent people are getting caught up in
It's so-
as just like digits, numbers, you know.
I feel like it's smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
It's literally smoke and mirrors. It's like let's create different problems so people can understand the real issue.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is.
Man, my brain has a problem with certain things, bro. Like one of the main things that I say to people, and I'm always like, make it make sense.
Mm-hmm.
That's really it. Make it make sense.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm not the smartest person in the world, but I feel like I'm not dumb. So if you can make it make sense, I can understand it. And there hasn't been one person to really make a lot of the stuff that's happening right now has made it make sense to me.
It doesn't make
'Cause
sense.
it doesn't
That's
make
the thing.
sense.
Trump, his whole thing is it's all fragmented. He's all over the place with his ideas from day to day. There's no cohesion. The team doesn't work together. They're disagreeing amongst themselves. It just doesn't make sense.
Again, that's what I'm saying. It's a multiverse kind of feeling right now. So it feels like you're facing your different reality in the same spot.
Mm-hmm.
And he's so over it. Like he literally would change his mind right now, and then tomorrow will have a different decision, a different way, and then go right back. And like I said, and like you said, he would double down because he said it on new. Like I said, he said it on social media. He said it out, so he can't go back and say, "Oh, my bad. I'm sorry," whatever, because he said it out. He put it out there. So it's literally he's digging himself a deeper hole every time he has his mouth open. But again, he did that before.
Hey, man, look.
But if you any kind of last name that has a Garcia, a Vasquez, or whatever, watch your show. Watch your back because they're going for you. Like I said,
It's real wild. I mean,
it's a Wild West. Yeah, yep, it's a Wild West.
it's scary. I mean, shout out to the senator, Chris Van Hollen,
he's
from Maryland. He went all the way to El Salvador and met with Garcia to hopefully facilitate some type of dialogue and escape, or I should say
Escape.
release.
Escape. Wow.
I mean, shit. Escape. The dude needs
Hey,
to
Chris
get out.
Van Hollen about to break his ass out.
Do
it, bro.
Shout out, Chris.
It's so funny.
Do it, Chris.
And the thing about it is they
Release.
again the Trump administration already said like if he gets out this way, we're gonna send him right back. It doesn't matter. Like it's so crazy that like they're so geared to make sure they double down, triple down.
Yeah.
Like, we're keeping these motherfuckers out of our country.
But this is my question, right? All right. Last question about this, because it once again it doesn't make sense, so it makes my head hurt, and I just want to know how is it legal for one branch of the government to ignore the orders of another branch of the government? Because the Supreme Court has said they should facilitate bringing him back.
Yeah.
So in my mind, if Chris Van Hollen went down there and was able to talk to the man, shouldn't he just be able to like hold his hand and walk out with him?
That's facilitating.
And that would be a facilitation of.
Again, right now it's kind of. You're right. It's not illegal because the Supreme Court is supposed to be, first of all, unbiased. Like the top of the courts,
It's supposed to be
what they
legal.
say is
Everything
like
is
the
legal.
word of the law.
Yeah.
It can't get any higher. And even with Trump getting like a lot of appointees recently, they're still the highest one. So when there was a mail-in judge who brought it to the Supreme Court, they sided with her. They said they needed to facilitate. They asked her to do some clarification as to like verbiage about that. She did that. Then they said it needs to happen. And Trump basically went out there and spun it his own way and made it seem like the Supreme Court sided with him.
My lawyers say whatever.
Exactly.
Basically, I heard it. They said, because even the president of El Salvador called him a terrorist and said he wasn't going to release him because
Yeah, and he had him in the Oval Office too.
I can't release a terrorist back into America. That sounds good. Sounds right.
So
but
it's up to the Supreme Court now to basically speak up and say that's not what we meant.
what
Hey,
a facilitation means.
Yeah.
Salvador's like, I'm keeping my $6 million.
Basically.
Like, yo, you already paid me.
He's got a financial interest.
Hey,
Hey, look.
there's
Once
no
again,
returns. There's no return.
once again, like a lot of the government contracts, y'all already paid the bread, bro.
Yo,
I can't.
The deposit. The deposit was
I gotta
cleared.
do what I gotta
The
do.
deposit was cleared.
But nah, man. Hopefully they can bring Kilmar Abrego Garcia home.
I hope so. man.
Kilmore.
Reunite with your family,
That's a
bro.
worst name. It's a first name. First name, Kilmore.
Kilmar, right?
I'm like, damn. Can I change my name when I come back?
I know, right? Kill. Nah, but hopefully they can bring homie home because that's not cool, man. He got
No,
kids, he got a
absolutely
wife,
not.
he got
It's so-
family.
For
you
no
know what I'm
reason.
saying?
And it's so funny because you think this is the American life of freedom, right? And you don't feel now. Like-
You just think that it's in the law, it's in the Constitution that every human, not every American, but every human that is in America has right to due process. And
Not anymore.
how can you just take that man away from his family
Well,
and deport him without due process to a country that he's not supposed to be deported
Because
to?
your last name is what?
well,
It's not even about.
well,
it's not
here's
even
the
about
other
last
thing,
name.
though.
I think it's just straight about.
I know, but
Is that because Trump was caught on a hot mic talking to, I think, the president of El Salvador, talking about doing more of this with potentially homegrown, so
Yep.
essentially citizens,
Yep.
not
Mhm.
people who
Oh,
came from other countries being deported, but
doesn't
like
matter.
U.S. people who commit a crime or are accused of a crime in the U.S. being sent over to El Salvador to this basically terrorist prison.
Because basically he's saying that
It's outsourcing the prison system.
Naturalization doesn't matter anymore. That if however we want to carry it, it's however we gonna carry it.
Mm.
So
That being
with that said, everybody, y'all be safe. Hug, kiss your family before
'Cause
you,
you
leave
never
the
know.
house.
You never
Yeah.
know.
Because you never know
You're
if
not
you
free.
will make it home.
You're not free.
It's crazy.
If you see ice rolling around, just
You-
put up
you-
a post, let
you
people
don't even
know,
you don't
tell
even
them to
see
stay
it. That's the thing
inside.
about it. You will never see ice though. That's how crazy it is.
They roll up in unmarked clothes.
Yep.
They're real
Yeah.
sneaky. But if you see people acting weird in a group of them, it's probably ice creeping. They be creeping.
Look,
put
if
it on
you see
Waze.
a bunch of white dudes hopping out of van,
I put it on Waze.
There's something creepy about that.
Put it on Waze and say, "Hey, you stay away from this area."
people ain't even worried about a group of black people no more. They like
Nope.
worried about a group of white dude in vests walking around,
Mad
like,
sus.
with
Hoodies-
combat
hoodies.
boots on.
Yo, it's so funny. But hey, keep safe out there for real.
Nah,
It's
for real,
For real.
Absolute DMV, y'all.
absolutely.
Hey, appreciate y'all for tuning
Like,
in.
comment, subscribe.
Please, y'all killed for us.
Thank you.
And we got out with the algorithm. We had one of our biggest podcasts a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, let's
We
keep going.
greatly appreciate y'all. We hope
it
you do it
going.
again. Please like, comment, subscribe, share.
Share.
Tell people about it. Let us know what we can do better.
Yeah, definitely.
Let us know what you
Absolutely,
love.
yeah.
Let us know what you hate. Whatever. I don't care.
We do everything.
Hey, and whenever you ready, just know that when you commenting, you talking to me. So let me know what you think.
Subscribe.
Subscribe, y'all. Peace.
Peace.